Good morning. It's Monday again. We're working. We're on week 4 now. We've finished 3 weeks of me doing my vlog, and now we're getting into the 4th week. Yesterday was 3 weeks, and I'm headed to work again. It's actually a pretty mild day. It's March. I'm hoping, and it's blasphemous to say this at my school, but I'm hoping we don't get any snow days, because if we don't get any snow days, I'm going to get out the 5th of June, and I would rather have that than any kind of snow days. So I'm hoping we can get through March without any snow, or if we do, have a 2-hour delay instead of a day off. And whoa, that's a big load of buses. And then once we get through March, it's very unlikely that we'll have any days off in April or May. So today I wanted to talk about, breastfeeding goals, I guess. The situation is, first, a little bit of background. Back in 2012, my mother and my sister and I bought a house, and it was for all of us. It's a big 6-bedroom house, and because the thought was that, my sister, she's had, a few disabilities since she was born. Nothing too profound or anything. She's cognitively, she can live in society, and she's held jobs and stuff like that. It's a lot of physical disabilities, and she, so she'll probably never live on her own. And then we knew that my mom wasn't going to be able to keep going on forever. And so at some point, she was going to need help. And at the time we bought the house, that hadn't happened yet. But now it's starting to happen. She's now out of work, and she's applied for Social Security disability benefits. And so we're at that point. Well, so when I had the baby, it was actually very nice that I had this built-in support system. And one of the things that I've been very thankful about, and it's what I want to talk about, is, the fact that I decided to breastfeed. And, I had never done it before because it was my first baby. And I did not realize it's a commitment, and it takes a lot of work. And it's not just, throw that baby up on there and, and then it's free and all this stuff. That's certainly part of it, but there's a lot that goes into it. Like one of the things that formula moms don't necessarily have to the extent that breastfeeding moms do is that when the baby is being held by you, he or she smells your milk and can feel that you're holding them to your chest. And a lot of times they won't calm down unless you nurse them, even if they if they want to be nursed for comfort or whatever. And I do that, but in the middle of the night, after I've nursed him for a while and I need to put him down so I can go back to sleep, he won't, because he just wants to sit there and nurse and keep the nipple in his mouth while he sleeps. And that's not possible because I need to get my sleep. And every so often my mom will come out of her suite and will come in, and she'll say, well, do you want me to try? And I usually let her, but I feel kind of like I'm cheaping out, because I think to myself, and this was last night, I was laying in bed and I was like, he'll calm down and he'll let her rock him, and he'll go back to sleep without, fussing a lot. And I think to myself, is it something I should be doing? Like, why do, I'm letting her calm him down and put him to sleep, and I don't mind, but am I doing it wrong? I feel bad for the single moms out there that are living all alone, and they actually don't have a built-in support system. What do they do? And then it occurred to me, single moms who don't have a built-in support system probably have a lot harder time meeting their breastfeeding goals. There you have it. I'm sure there are single moms out there that are champs, or their babies, don't have a hard time being put back down after they've nursed. But if somebody had a baby like mine and they were a single mom living all alone, like in an apartment somewhere with no support, I can imagine that at some point, especially if you have to work and you have to get up in the morning and you're doing it all by yourself, I imagine sometimes it's probably easier to just go ahead and end your breastfeeding journey and do the formula. Not to say that, this is just my perspective, not to say that there aren't single moms out there that do it. I mean, if you can think of any kind of momming style, I'm sure there's somebody out there doing it. But I know that it's been a lot easier for me going, it's 8 months yesterday, he turned 8 months yesterday. It's been I'm thankful for my mother and my sister to be there for me, because it does help me meet my breastfeeding goals. Because when it's time for me to go lay down, and he won't let me put him down because he knows it's me and he knows what I can do for him. But then I hand him over to my mom or my sister and they rock him, and he knows they're not good for that, and he'll go to sleep, because I mean, that's what he wants, is he needs to go to sleep. That's kind of what they're able to do for me, and I'm thankful for that. So the moral of the story is, whether you have a spouse, a partner, your mom helps you, family, a sister-in-law who's also breastfeeding, support really helps when it comes to meeting your breastfeeding goals. And I'm noticing that more and more as he gets older and more aware, and he starts to express his opinions more. All right, I will see you guys next time.